Well, this is Calabrios. You know, IBF WBA Super Middleweight Champion called Froch, it could be the next victim for WBA Middleweight Champion Gennady Golovkin to destroy after he makes easy work of the 5'7" Curtis Stevens. Yes, so this Saturday night, Madison Square Garden Theater in New York. Froch wants to fight. His promoter Eddie Hearn wants to fight. And, Golovkin is very interested in the fight as well. So, the only thing that could potentially get in the way of Golovkin-Froch fight is if George Groves beats Froch next month in their fight on November 23rd in Manchester Arena. And that's truly a toss-up fight. So, not counting on Froch to winning anything until I see it happen. But right now, I see the younger Groves beating Froch and running any chances of him ever facing Golovkin. And Golovkin has this to say, he said, well, Froch is a big guy, a strong guy, and a good fighter with a good offense. That fight is important, and it's a great fight for everyone. Fans, fighters, HBO, a good deal for everybody. I want the big fight. So, Hearn has talked about trying to get Golovkin over the UK to make it happen. It's possible that if Golovkin doesn't agree to fighting Froch in the UK, then the fight won't happen. Now, if the fight has to take place in the UK for it to happen, then I wouldn't bother if I were Golovkin. I mean, he's probably going to knock Froch out anyway, but, you don't want to be in a position where you might absolutely need a knockout just to ensure that you escape with a victory. And we saw how Froch got a controversial win over Andre Durrell in the Super 6 tournament in the UK, and that was back in 2009. And, it would be a pity if Golovkin went over there, schooled Froch, then ended up getting possibly dropped by the judges. I don't see why Froch would agree to facing Golovkin in the United States. It's not, as if Golovkin lives in the U.S. or comes from there. He's from Kazakhstan. He lives in Stuttgart, Germany. So it's not as if Golovkin lives in the U.S. or anything. So if Froch or Hearn start, belly aching about why the fight can't take place in the U.S., then, HBO and Golovkin need to point out that this won't be a home fight for Golovkin. He'll, be as much as a visitor as Froch will be. I think Golovkin would, have a very good chance of knocking Froch out completely if the fight gets made. C1 Froch may have, a 3-inch height advantage and a 5-inch reach advantage over the 5'10" Golovkin, but he doesn't have the jab to keep Golovkin off him. So Froch throws a, limp jab that's easy to get past, unless you're Miguel Kessler. So we just saw Froch almost get beaten by a totally disinterested Kessler last May. And, Golovkin is so much better than Kessler at this point, it's not even funny. Now, Golovkin would take the fight to the inside against Froch, just like Andre Ward did, and pound him to the body and the head. Now, the difference here is that Golovkin would have the power to knock Froch out with either a body or headshot. Either way, I see this fight going very badly for Froch. Now, it's too bad that Froch, has a dangerous fight against Groves ahead of him, because I don't think he's going to win that fight. If Froch does win, I think it's going to be a very ugly victory, and possibly another controversial one.